Before the roosters of Umokri learned to crow, Mom Nkechi's tongue was already awake. It curled itself around secrets, stretched them thin, then set them loose like wildfire under the old mango tree. With pepper between her fingers and mischief in her eyes, she turned whispers into weapons and smiles into warnings. In Umokri, lives didn't change because of gods or fate, they changed because Mom Nkechi had something to say. Mom Nkechi was the heartbeat of Umokri, though not in a healthy way. Every morning, before the roosters crowed, she was perched under the old mango tree near the village square, peeling garden eggs and grinding pepper. But while she appeared to be occupied, her eyes roamed the village with predatory precision. Nothing happened in Umokri without her noticing it, and nothing was safe from her tongue. Mom Nkechi's favorite sport was gossip. She could sit by the stream, pretending to wash clothes, while carefully noting who came and went. "Did you see Ngozi returning from her husband's farm?" she whispered to a group of women. She looked different. Within hours, the story had spread. By evening, Ngozi's husband was suspicious, questioning her with anger and doubt. Her gossip had real consequences. Old man Okri, for instance, was accused of embezzling community funds after Mom Nkechi claimed she overheard him muttering numbers at night. The village investigated, found nothing, but the whispers were enough. Children threw stones at his hut, neighbors shunned him. Mom Nkechi laughed quietly from the shadows. And so she thrived until Addis arrived. Addis was quiet, graceful, and unlike anyone the village had seen. She married Chinedu, a respected hunter, and moved into a small hut near the palm grove. She did not linger at the stream. She did not boast. To Mom Nkechi, her silence was suspicious. Mom Nkechi began her work immediately. She noticed Addis speaking to a man near the grove, and in no time, a story was born.
"She's meeting a stranger. I saw them whispering. A stranger here in the village,"
she told the women at the stream. "I think she wants to harm her husband." With each retelling, Mom Nkechi added details: midnight meetings, whispered incantations, secret charms. Soon, Addis was painted as a witch in the eyes of the villagers. Even Chinedu began to doubt his wife, noticing her quiet demeanor with suspicion rather than love. But gossip, Mom Nkechi would learn, can turn against its master. By the third week, Addis was isolated. Villagers avoided her. Women refused to speak. Even the children mocked her, calling her names inspired by Mom Nkechi's stories. One night, Addis' cousin visited secretly, trying to help her escape her silent torment. Mom Nkechi, unaware of the cousin's true intentions, added this to her narrative. By morning, she claimed Addis was practicing dangerous charms and plotting against Chinedu. Panic spread. Fear turned the villagers against her. Then came the night of tragedy. During a heated argument with Chinedu, Addis ran out into the rain, slipping on the muddy path near the palm grove. She hit her head on a rock and died instantly. The village mourned, but anger quickly followed grief. The truth about Addis' cousin and her innocence slowly came to light. The villagers realized the extent of Mom Nkechi's lies. Mom Nkechi's reputation could not survive the storm she had created. She was summoned before the elders. For the first time in her life, she had nothing to say. No excuses worked. No lies could defend her. The elders decreed that Mom Nkechi would pay a heavy fine and be banned from gatherings for an entire year. The woman who had controlled stories for decades now had no one to listen. Even her few friends abandoned her. The women who once laughed at her gossip now crossed the street to avoid her. She tried to speak, but the villagers no longer listened. Her tongue, the source of her power, had become useless. Months passed. Mom Nkechi remained under the mango tree only to peel vegetables in silence, haunted by her own tales. She replayed Addis' death in her mind, the villagers' angry faces, the elders' judgment. She had learned that a tongue without wisdom could destroy lives, and even the storyteller herself. She never regained her old power. Whispers no longer followed her. Children ran past without fear. Women avoided her gaze. The mango tree, once her stage, had become a witness to her downfall. The villagers never forgot. They often said, a careless tongue can dig a grave faster than a shovel. And Mama Nkechi became their living proof.